grandstand, plenty of supporters as we move back to the start, and we prepare ourselves for the A final of the lightweight men's double sculls. This is a full final. We have 6 crews competing here. You can see them lining up. We have Italy, Austria, Germany, Norway, Poland and France contesting the medals.
So we're going to look at each of the crews. A lot of these athletes have really said the biggest challenge has been balancing their studies and rowing training and recovery training. And certainly Cristo Fokakis, the Italian bowman, there he is, without the cap. Cristo Fokakis, he said that is his biggest challenge. And he's really loving the fact that lightweights are giving it to the heavyweights this year in the seniors. He wants to get on the podium. Bernd Hauch from Austria, again balancing training in university. Elias Hauch finds that a big challenge.
Here we have the German double with Schaar and Röhling from the Mainz and Kassler rural clubs in Germany in the center lane, and right beside them perhaps one of the favorites to take the gold medal here. We have Wang, Norderud and Reite from Norway. Here focusing to get that boat straight and true in these crosswind conditions. And here we have the home favorite from Poland. We have Mickiewicz and Weichhaus.
Weichhaus from Bydgoszcz, just to the east of where we are in Poznan. Pignot and Demol from France. Leon Pignot, inspired by his brother and his sister Julie, who were members of the French team before him.
Yeah, and that French double actually quite inexperienced. They haven't raced at the international level before these World Championships, placing 2nd and 3rd at the French National Championships earlier this year, which secured selection for this event.
Attention.
Quick start, the crew's not waiting around and the umpire starting them off bright and early. The French really quick out of the blocks, fast couple of strokes here as we ride with the Germans from lane number 3. And a crew to watch here, the Norwegians, not the quickest out of the blocks here, Martin.
Yeah, I thought that's a really interesting start. Of course, Norway, you know, really got a great history. They won the bronze medal in the lightweight men's double sculls back in Rio, and then Bjørnskjær and Tom couldn't manage a medal in the Paris Olympics, got into the final and finished 5th. So a lot of role models to look up to for the Norwegian team. And the thing I always think about Norwegians, looking at people like Olaf Tufte, the great double Olympic champion sculler for Norway, is it's the second half of the course that matters. So don't worry about the first 500. The only thing is here we've seen people winning who are brave in the first quarter.
Yeah, I think that is a risk, and the Norwegians will know that they have to be in the mix, knowing full well they have that second kilometer to make the difference. But at the moment, both of the center lanes, both Germany and Norway, struggling a bit. Fast starting French crew here, really furious, still at 41 strokes a minute. And on the far side, on the top of your picture here, on the left-hand side of your picture, you can still see the crews from Italy and Austria also quite close to the front of the field as we approach the first timing marks. Already 500 meters gone. I think France will cross into the second 500 first, and indeed they do, just ahead of Italy, Austria, Poland, then Germany and Norway, already 3 seconds adrift.
So in the race for lanes, it was the Austrians that threw out the quickest time. They did a 6:28. The French, well, they were up there close to a podium place. I would expect them to drop off, but the thing about the French is they've had a lot of good crews here, particularly yesterday, without really delivering medals. And you think one of these French crews has got to get on the podium shortly. It could be these lightweight men to do this.
Yeah, and so far, Pignot and Demol do everything they can. They're, together with Italy and Poland, the fastest moving boats out on the water. And I'm starting to get slightly worried, Martin, because if you were racing in either the German or the Norwegian double here, you would really need to keep your head cool. If you see the difference now at the moment, Italy now way, way ahead. It's more than 20 meters already.
So I'm going to say race done for Germany and Norway. It's not what they expected. They can't make that much back in the second half. You know, the winners are going to come, I think, from maybe the lanes on the left. The Italians moving really well. They're right to the extreme left of your picture. The Austrians, who threw down that fast time. Their bowman, Matt Mayer, the 22-year-old, inspired by the Austrian lightweight sculler, Laura Tiefenthaler, done so well this year.
Yeah, and here we see the crew from Italy, both of them from Torino, so that's the northern part of Italy, and they know each other very well, and you can look at, you can just see that they're so well together, almost 2 seconds ahead of Poland now, who have taken the silver medal position out of the hands of the French, and I think the French now are starting to feel that strain from that early start.
Yeah, and the Austrians are going to come back into it. I think you must see something from the Germans and Norwegians. They might push the Austrians back closer to the Italians, but the Italians now just moving out. In the tradition of lightweights, great lightweight scullers, they're right on the top of your picture. You can see them there. Well, there they are. You can just see them. And you think of the likes of Gabi Suarez, you know, now doing so well in the open weight double.
Yeah, and here we have the Polish combination. Silver medal position at the moment with Mikovic and Weichhaus. They look really well together, Martin, and you can see the stroke here looking to his left, just checking where he is relative to the rest of the field. And he knows he has a big job to do, but he also knows he's in a good position to get a medal.
He's looking very relaxed for being that close to the French with the Austrians on his far side. I mean, if he looks across and he's got his head in the boat, so well done there. But the Austrians are just sneaking by the Poles. You can see the Italians leading at the top of your screen. Next to it is the battle for bronze and silver between Austria in that white boat and Poland in the yellow boat on this near side. The French not out of it in lane 6. We have seen a few crews sprint through from lane 6 yesterday, and today it might happen for the French.
Yeah, and we are in the final quarter of this race. Italy still look really cool and calm and relaxed. 37 strokes a minute. You can see here the Italians on the left-hand side and the Austrians, of course, silver medalists at the Europeans in Plovdiv earlier this year. And they are going for a big change of gear now, quickest boat on the water. And they will try to get their bow ball ahead of the Italians, who are still in the gold medal position. But the Polish do look good to me, Barton.
Yeah, Polish look good, but I just wonder with Shaw ruling the Germans, they are coming with a late charge, too late for the Norwegians, but I wrote the Germans off. Are they going to prove me wrong and get on the podium? It's a definite possibility. They are coming back on the Austrians. What a flyer from Germany. Look at that turquoise marker. They are the quickest moving boat on the course. Where have they found that speed? That's a sensational last half from the Germans.
Yeah, and they've burned through the lead of the Austrians now, and they are moving into silver medal position. Poland also up there. The Italians still clinging on to the gold medal, but it's a fantastic burst here from Germany, and I think they're now in silver medal position, Martin.
Can the Germans catch the flying Italians? They are going toe-to-toe with the Polish lightweight men's double. There's the race leaders from Italy. They're hanging on.
Yeah, the Italians really struggling at the moment. Germany flying towards them, but will the Italians have enough? I think they might just do it. Italy fading, but the line comes in time for the Italians. Indeed, it does. Italy takes a gold ahead of silver for Germany, bronze for the home favourites from Poland. French across the line fourth, and the crew from I think that's the French crew, absolutely spent, fifth overall, and the Norwegians with such high hopes coming to this A final, but sixth in the end is the verdict. And I think the Italians can't believe what happened.
No, I absolutely can't believe the lads from Turin. Giacomo Matucci, 19 years of age, raises his arm. I can't believe what the Germans did. I was more than happy to write them off.
Yeah, and I think
after 500 metres gone, because it was like, and even 1,000, they were so far back. Where did that second 1,000 metres come from? Have you got some times for them there, Tim?
So Germany was more than 5.5 seconds down at 1,000. They were 5.6 seconds down at 1,500. and then on the line, just 3/4 of a second from gold.
So if I could work out the maths for that, 6:34 for a winning time, 0.75 behind, and Mikhailowicz and Whitehouse just 1.29 behind. If I could work out the speed for the last 500 in Germany, they did 5 minutes, so they basically threw in a 1:35, which is 3 seconds faster than their first 500, which was 1:38.
Absolutely.
What a profile.
Yeah, what a way to race, and great final quarter from the German combination of Shah and Wöhling, rewarded with a silver medal.
Well, we do like to make predictions here, and I did really think that the Germans didn't have any chance, but we also like to be proved wrong. And that's just what the Germans did. So